2022's done. It's over with. It's gone. It's over. And it ended kind of more like 1952 V2, the 1952 returns. And everyone, you know, the fashionable trend that everyone was jumping on board last year was just hopping in that time machine and going way back to a time where just women couldn't vote. I'm wondering if in 2023 we're going to be heading, a couple of 20 years back, maybe have another world war, start rationing just for fun. So to celebrate 2023 and what will probably become 1923, I thought we'd make fun of some boomers. I hate Facebook. I don't like using Facebook. It's a alt-right dystopian hellhole. So those using Twitter still, good luck. But when I do go on it, there are a few groups I'm a part of, very few, but where we just make fun of boomers, and they uncovered this great group that I had a quick look at, but I'm really excited to have a proper look through, and we're going to do that together though, because I thought it'd be a lot of fun. So this is Good Old Days. I'm genuinely really excited for this. I'm really looking forward to flicking through this, because I went on this the other day and I only had to look at a couple of bits, so this is pretty fresh. I'm really excited. This could be crap. They might just be speak in complete sense. Remember in the past where you could buy a house? Shit, yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, here we go. Good Old Days. Oh, this is a good start, isn't it? Young mums today will never know the struggles of cloth diapers, safety pins and rubber pants, and constant diaper washing. Poopy diapers got rinsed in the toilet. Can't imagine young mothers doing that today. Neither could I. As a matter of fact, I couldn't imagine anyone fucking doing that, Debster, you fucking weirdo. If someone said to me, hey, don't worry about it, look, your kid with a nappy, we call them nappies over here, by the way, she shit all over it, tell you what though, chuck it in the toilet, maybe throw some toilet duck in there if you're feeling fucking luxurious, you toff. Yeah, just chuck it in there, use it again. I would probably shoot you. I would probably, maybe out of a cannon. I would send you to Asda at the back of a line with 20 Karens, all returning things that they paid for with a gift voucher. Personally, I think these were much easier than the paper diapers used today, which waste an unbelievable amount of money and clog landfills. Now admittedly they clog landfills, but my kid doesn't have a nappy with shit on it. We use cloth diapers for all three of our children. I don't regret it at all. Sure, it was a lot of work, and hanging them out to dry in the sunshine was hard. But I would do it all over again. Please don't, because I wouldn't want to walk past your house with nappies that are covered in shit, just fumigating in the local area. Emestine? Never move in next door to my house. Who still says excuse me or pardon me when they walk in front of someone? Almost everyone. Like, seriously, Hopeful, if that is your real name. Excuse me, I'm not sure if it is. Yeah, almost everyone does. As a matter of fact, I think nowadays the younger generation, specifically, millennials and Gen Zers, I know I'm British, but it's Gen Z. They're phenomenally polite because we're afraid of you. We're afraid of you, Hopeful, because we're so scared of boomers making our day uncomfortable and having to talk about the fact that having to have a lecture from some Karen about the fact that we didn't, use terms like excuse me or pardon me, which are completely antiquated terms that we invented, because we didn't use terms like that out of respect for someone we'd never met. Then we're going to get blasted and our day is going to become awkward, and we're afraid of that, Hopeful. We're not as hopeful as you. We are afraid, so we have to say this stuff. Unlike your generation, we have to. In my experience, and it may just be where I live, the only people who don't say this sort of stuff are self-entitled, boomers. Boomers and Gen Xers. Not many people will even utter a word, not even a grunt. Depending on my mood, I just keep saying excuse or pardon me until they say something. You're the problem! But I have not read this. This is literally what I just said. We are afraid of you making our day awkward, Stacey. I'm sorry, but yes, we're scared. That's why we say it. That's why we say pardon you, because we're afraid that you're gonna say excuse me or pardon me over and over and fucking get all grunt, which by the way you have been accusing teenagers of doing for fucking decades. Could you imagine that? Like you see this Stacey bitch, you walk past her, you know, you don't really say anything, and she just goes, excuse me? What a fucking weirdo. Kmart, this is not British, but I'm sure it will apply. This is grew up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's the 1970s, and I'm walking at Kmart with $2 in my pocket. I can buy anything I want. Yeah, I mean, this is a symptom of a bad society. It's a symptom of decades of conservatives. It's not our fault. I would love to be able to walk into a shop with well, I mean, I couldn't really ever walk into a shop with $2 in my pocket and buy anything I want because I live in England. I'd love to be able to walk into a shop with £2 in my pocket and buy anything I want. That would be lovely. Not my fault. I can't buy a house. So sad Kmart and all the 40s, 50s and 70s stores are gone. Kmart had the... Oh, is it not? Doesn't it? Kmart doesn't exist anymore. No, is it Target now? Had the best subs. Outbeat these sub sandwich shops they have now. Would love to have a Kmart sub sandwich again. Oh yes. Mostly I would buy a cherry coke icy and some of that yummy fresh popcorn. I like that description. I actually do. I like that. That's very positive. It was such a treat when Mum would buy some of those sub sandwiches for it. So apparently the subs were lit at Kmart, and you could buy one for less than $2. You can buy a sub in England for less than £2 now. So, and it's been 50 years. Did you eat fried egg sandwiches growing up? People, again, they still do. Yeah, at least in this country, people totally eat fried egg sandwiches. We still do. I don't. I can't stand egg. I think it's disgusting. But no, people still do. You just think they don't. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Mama. Yes, actually, scrambled egg sandwiches. I have a problem with runny yolks. Okay. This is something that old people like to do. They like to tell you about all of their diseases and things that they can't, like their bodies can't handle. Nobody asked you, Cecilia. I mean, it's very nice of you to say and fill us in on your current egg allergy situation, but no one asked. Who remembers the beehive hairstyle? I was too young. I was too young to do my hair, but my mum wore her hair in this style for years. I'm assuming that's not your mum. That's just a very low quality stock image of what appears to be a tornado. I'm sorry, dude. Is this just I feel nostalgic? Because this group is called Good Old Days. Do you just feel nostalgic? Because that looks terrible. I mean, that looks really fucking bad, like awful. And I'm seeing that, I'm looking at that, and I don't know if it's me, but I'm looking at that picture, which by the way looks as though it was taken fairly recently, actually. I would say based on the quality of the image, probably around about 15 years ago, not 50. I'm looking at a picture like that, which again would have been black and white if it was in the 50s, and I'm thinking, that must have taken you so fucking long. You could have earned enough money to buy a sub sandwich from Kmart. You could have gone to Kmart. Apparently their sub sandwiches are lit. Instead you're attracting bees with your weird tornado shit. And it looks stupid. It looks terrible. Imagine trying to balance that. You might as well have laundry on your head. That'll be far more useful walking around with laundry on your head than some fucking tornado capturing cows as you walk by. So who's the person from Wizard of Oz with the shoes? I mean, they probably all wore shoes. That's not a beehive. That's a French twist. My mum wore her hair. Fuck. Oh. Beef in the Good Old Days chat. Let's get into this. Let's have a look. Let's see where this is going. You're right. Oh my fucking god.
Your.
My mum wore the twist in the summer because, so there's no real. I thought there'd be beef, dude. I thought people would be throwing down, getting their fucking gramophones out, for their beef. I bought sub sandwiches from Kmart. You're nothing but an old fart. Don't even get me started. In South Georgia, we call this hairstyle the beehive. Lots of Aquanet hairspray. Wait a minute. Weren't we just complaining about nappies filling up landfill and damaging the environment?
And clog landfills.
But you were cool with lots of Aquanet hairspray? Hairspray. Enough hairspray to hold that fucking shit up. Enough hairspray to hold that shit up. And you're like, oh, careful. We can't have disposable nappies. We have to put shit on our kids because the environment. Now, hand me a pipe bomb. Even if you were super tired, would you give up your seat in the bus for an elderly person right away? No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I probably would. But again, it's another like obligation thing. Like, I'm so afraid of being considered a horrible, nasty person. That's why I do it. I don't do it because I respect old people. I don't really like old people other than my nan. I think like there's just so much arbitrary like, oh, respect your elders, but why? I don't know anything about this old guy. They might take the seat and go, oh, thank you very much. Hello, Hitler? Yeah. No, don't kill this guy. Yes, even though I am 76, if a disabled person was standing, they could have my seat. That's very nice of you, Nancy. Very sweet. I mean, you're the person in question. So it kind of doesn't make sense. So who are you helping? Another elderly person. You're the elderly person, Nancy. I'm about 70. These are all just like, yeah, dude, I'm the person in question, and I would totally help the person in question. I'm 75, but we'll give my seat to anyone. I think they need it more than... If anything, you're actually disproving this. You're like, oh yeah, sure, I would totally give a seat up for an old person. As an old person, I would give it away to a person who's not old, because I would give my seat away to an old person. Who I am. Without a single doubt, I was raised with manners and taught to be thoughtful of others. She might have to help me get up, but I would. She might have to help me get up, but I would. Shit, dude. Oh, fuck. She helped me get up. Yeah. That pension, bitch. Yes. Yes. I would do my best to squeeze over because I can't stand for long due to MS. Thanks, Microsoft. Doesn't have to be a bus any place. What do you mean doesn't have to be a bus any... What are you talking about? You don't give your seat up for someone in a fucking taxi. You don't have some 84-year-old woman hop into the taxi with you. Hello, Sonny. And you're like, no. Take my seat. I'll go in the boot. You meet your 18-year-old self. You're allowed to say 3 words. What would you say? Don't date him. Stay in school. Oh, you're Bonnie. You're not the him. You're not the him. See, I would go back and... I thought that was self-deprecating. Like, nah, don't date me, dude. Nah, I'm trash. Well, at least I was when I was 18. Now I'm like 68. I'm a catch, bro. I'm a cat. I wish it could go back to this. I wish things could be like this again. I want life or death in every situation. Throw out your seatbelt. Throw out anything containing me. Get rid of this house. I want my sleep tonight to be dangerous. I don't want to know if I'll wake up. Because we weren't idiots, we had enough sense to say seated in the... It's not about saying seated in the chair, Bev. It's not about that, though, is it? It's about things like wind. If a wind comes and blows you away, there's no seatbelt there. You're going to go flying out of the fucking thing, and given that this was made in the 60s, it's going to sway around and throw you out. If anything, being in there, the universe is trying to throw you out. The universe is actively seeking to get you out of that chair. In almost every situation but a completely sunny, non-windy day, that bitch is gone. Yeah, she's gone. Splattered on the pavement. How do you feel about that, Bev? It's at 1970s Pizza Hut. Oh, wow. Oh, fuck, that looks bad. They've taken like one big plaid sheet or striped sheet and they've gone, hey, dude, just cut that in lots of different ways and we'll just shove it all over the restaurant. It looks so tacky in there. It looks really bad. It was such a wonderful time. Such a wonderful time period. Oh, back when they made good pizza. Is it really good, Bill? Like, is it genuinely really good pizza, Bill? I mean, let's take a look at this bad boy. That looks gross. I mean, That does not look like good pizza, dude. That looks pretty. It's all burned. It's thin. That's really not good pizza at all. That is really bad looking pizza. Look, it's so bad that she didn't even want it. She just filled a couple of rolls and put some crisps in the middle. She's gone, nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm alright, actually. Ugh. I could buy a pizza for like £2 at Iceland, I think, and pop it in the oven, cook it better than that. That looks absolutely atrocious. That is an ugly looking pizza. That's a promo picture too. That must have been the creme de la creme. Hey, look, in the best picture we have for Pizza Hut, there's a bitch who doesn't even want the Pizza Hut. Memory's so weird because like they'll see this. You know, you see people, they see this and they go, oh, this was when the pizza was good. This was good pizza. There is no way you fucking know that. There is no fucking way. Was it Bill? Bill, there is no fucking way you know that that is better pizza. That was 50 fucking years ago. 50 years ago, that pizza. There is no way you remember the way that Pizza Hut pizza tasted in the 70s. There is I refuse to believe you remember how that pizza tasted. I'm only 28. I have vivid memories of these Cheetos, and they would have like some sort of Pokemon promo with them. You got like a free Pokemon thing, and I remember the Cheeto dust on my hands. I remember the Pokemon thing itself, you know, and I remember opening it and the excitement and all of that. But the only thing I don't remember, and I could never tell you, is how those fuckers tasted. I have no idea whatsoever. And I've had Cheetos since. I have no idea how those things tasted, man. And so to say that you can remember how pizza tasted 50 years ago, and not only that, but that it tasted better despite looking like a bad Photoshop picture of a fucking tire, I find it hard to believe, Bill. I think you might just be a little bit nostalgic. And I think that goes for a lot of you. You're just nostalgic, and it's okay to be nostalgic, but this is lame. This is fucking lame. So that's what you're in for, Twitter. That's what you're in for, everyone, really. As we head further back in this time machine, I wonder who'll be the Doctor next.